John from JO Ventures Outdoors, and I'm here with another video for you. So a little while back, David Burge, really great friend of the community, great supporter of the community. If you don't know Dave Burge, you need to check him out. He's got actually a blog he writes about EDC gear, and he writes about a lot of knives and does a lot of review of knives and writes them up for a blog that's sponsored by El Paso, Texas radio or TV station. So David, done some leather work for him. He's been a great supporter of the channel and of the community for quite some time. So I'll have the link to his latest article down below in the description. But a while back he asked me, he said, I'd be very interested to see your favorite modern knives. I know you're a slip joint guy, but I'd like to see some of your moderns. So I've been promising this for a while here, David, so I need to do this for you. So here you go. Here's some of my favorite modern knives. These are not all of my moderns. Probably showing too many in this video. At the end, I'll tell you which one I carry the most and which one's my favorite. But I like all of these, really. And these are just ones that I have. I'm not a modern expert. I'm not an expert on knives at all. I don't know a lot about the steel that's used for the blades, but or the other materials, but I can give you a little bit of information about these and a little bit on the price or approximate prices. So let's get started here. It's going to take a little bit. The first one is a buck, and this actually is more of a representation of the model that I think you probably ought to check out. This is the 721 Slimline, and I've shown this a couple of times here recently. I believe this is not your 420 HC steel, but I believe this might be HCR13 MOV. I'm not positive on that, but I'll annotate it here. I'll look it up. But I got this at a knife show with Big J over in Illinois, and this is the Slimline, which was a Walmart exclusive. I think it ran about $30 at the time. It's discontinued, but they have the Spitfire. It's the 722 from Buck, and still a USA knife as well. Very popular on YouTube, and I think it would be probably a good choice. It runs probably $50, I think, is what I've been seeing, and it has a smaller model as well. I can't remember the number on the smaller model, but so the Spitfire from Buck would be a really great one. And if you can find a Slimline, this is a really awesome knife too. It's a backlock, as you can see. Got the cutout on the blade, and I really like this knife. The pocket clip's not real deep carry, but it does have a lanyard, and but I like the pocket clip. It works great. So very nice knife, and I think the Spitfire would be probably even better. One you just have to mention when you're mentioning moderns is a classic. It is the Ontario Rat 2, and this is the AUS 8 version, Model 2, made in Taiwan. And you can see I've used this quite a bit. I've sharpened it. This was about a $25 knife when I bought it. You can see the pocket clip's not real deep carry, but still deep enough. Ontario Knife Company actually went out of business, but this is the Rat, the Randall's Adventure Training exclusive knife at the time. I think they also went with an SE knife as well. It's got a lanyard on there, but I love this knife. It's on bronze washers. It's got phosphor bronze washers, and it's just a great EDC knife. Very cool knife, and you have to mention that if you're mentioning moderns, especially budget. You know, if you're getting into some budgets. Not all these knives are going to be budget, but a lot of them will be. The next one I think you have to mention with moderns is actually another lockback from Buck. It's a Buck USA Slim Select 112. I've got the green version. There's a deep carry pocket clip. It's kind of big. Some people don't like that, but I like it. This is the 420 HC steel, and it's your in the shape of your classic Buck 112 Ranger. So, you know, this is an awesome knife for about $30, and you can't go wrong with a Buck 112 Slim Select. I'm going to try to line these up here so you can see them. The next one I think you do have to mention too is not a USA knife, but a Civivi. This is the Civivi Mini Praxis, and it has D2 steel, and it is on, I think, bearings. I think this is on bearings. Hard to tell, but it's a flipper, and a flipper only. I'm not saying much about the pocket clips here, but this is deep carry pocket clip, and it is reversible. This was a trade from Chris, and he actually modified the scales on this one, so that it doesn't come like this. This is a modification that he did. It comes green. You can get it at Walmart. It's the same Civivi Mini Praxis as you would buy online or anywhere else. I think it's about $30. Excellent EDC knife. Carries really nicely. You can see it's got the Civivi pivot there. Just solid, very solid EDC knife from Civivi. So very cool. They have a big version of that too, the Praxis. So another import. This is from Rosecraft. This is the walleye. This is also another trade from Chris, a good friend in the community. It's got a deep carry pocket clip, G10 scales, RPM 9 blade steel. This is a Swags design from Rosecraft. This runs about $60 from Rosecraft, and I believe they're still in stock. It's got some jimping up here at the top. I really like this knife. I really like it. I've carried this some, not a whole lot yet, but I love the way it carries in the pocket. It's on bearings, so it's, you know, very smooth. Nice blade shape. I like the blade shape. I like the cutout. I like the fact that you can either do that or a flipper. I love the green accent around the pivot, you know, get some fanciness in there. And so nice model from Rosecraft. That's the only modern I have from Rosecraft. I really like it though, really like it. I think I'm going to run out of room here. So I got about 4 more. I don't know what we're going to do here, but anyway, the next one is another trade from Chris. This is another one you have to mention when you're mentioning moderns. This is the Kershaw Leak. And this is 14C 28N steel, made in the USA, Warncliffe blade. It's assisted opening. It has a lock down here to keep it from opening in your pocket. It's got a lanyard hole, which is covered over by another modification by Chris. He's put some grippy tape on this side. And this is a special version. It has the Orange County Chopper logo on the blade, and it's blacked out. I think I looked this up on the Kershaw website. It was $99. Not this exact model, but the normal stonewashed model. But very cool, slim carry. On this one, I have to do it tip down, unfortunately, because it just too much of the knife sticks out of my pocket for me. But they do make aftermarket deep carry pocket clips for this one. Okay, Kershaw Leak. The next one I think you have to mention, and I'm so blessed to have this, is a Spyderco. You can see I use my knives. I was cutting some boxes with this one. I've been carrying this one recently. This is Spyderco Delica 4. And I won this from Boston Blade Reviews, which he calls his channel something else now. And forgive me because I can't remember, but I'll have him linked down below. And not a deep carry pocket clip, but you can buy them. But this is not too bad. It's got a lanyard hole. It's a mid-lock from Spyderco. This is a VG10 steel, and it's made in Seki City, Japan. So very cool, very cool. I forgot to mention these two, the Civivi and the Rosecraft, are made in China. I don't know if I mentioned that, but This has got a very thin blade, nice and slicey, good jimping. I love this knife right here. This is fantastic. I just love it. I love to carry it. I love to use it. It is just really fantastic. The other one that you see a lot of from Spyderco is the Para 3. This is the Para 3 lightweight. It's in CDS BDN1 steel. It is made in the USA, Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. I just love that. This was also, I won this in a giveaway from CB Tactical. It's got the compression lock, so gets that out of the way of your hands, and I love this knife too. This is fantastic. Only on this one, it seems to have a little bit of blade play, and I don't really like that, but I love everything else about it. That's not a huge deal, but great wire pocket clip, lanyard hole there. I've got a lanyard on it with a Randy's WSG bead. Pretty awesome. That is really something I really cherish from Randy. And so just an awesome knife. Really appreciate CB Tactical, offering this very generous giveaway. I was going to, oh yeah, the Spydercos, how much do they go for? I think this is about $100, maybe 90 something. This is about over 100, depending on the model that you get. This is the lightweight version. It's got more of a plastic or FRN scales. They got G10 versions of it. So yeah, here we go. We're running out of room. I've got to move these over some more. We've got 2 more to show you. All right, I think that looks pretty decent. Oh well, that'll work. The next one I absolutely love too. This is the Benchmade Mini Griptilian, and this is, I'm trying to remember what steel. It's a Mel Purdue design, and I believe it's CPM. It's got the steel on it somewhere. I can't remember what it is. CPM 154. There it is. Yeah, let's look at it. Yeah, 154 cm steel. Of course, the axis lock from Benchmade. I love this knife. This was a trade from Singing Toad. And all right, Singing Toad, you notice that it's a little different than than when you traded it to me. This used to be yellow, and I dyed it green, and I think it just turned out fantastic. It's got a bead on there from Jedi Gem, and I got a lanyard on there. I ordered a deep carry pocket clip, the mini version from Benchmade, for $10, and that made all the difference in the world. I love this knife. Absolutely love it. Benchmade Mini Griptilian. So I think those run just a little over $100. Maybe a little more than that, I don't know, but at this point. And then the last one is the Benchmade Bugout. So this has S30V steel. You can see it's got a J on there. That's to commemorate. This was, I purchased this when my mother passed away, and I did it kind of as a commemoration of that, or a marker of that significant loss. And so this is the Ranger Green edition. It's got the Grivery scales and the deep carry pocket clip, just like the one on the mini grip. And then I put this lanyard on here, and this is a 38 shell. So yeah, I love this knife. I absolutely love it. Very thin, very light. I think it's only 1.8 ounces and about a 3-inch blade. I didn't really talk about the size of the blades, but I think you can kind of figure it out. So that's the last one in this lineup. Let you get a better look at these. So which one do I carry the most? The one I carry the most is the Benchmade Mini Griptilian. I've been wanting this knife for a long time. I ended up buying the Bugout at that time when I was looking for a knife to, you know, commemorate my mom's passing, but I've always wanted the Mini Griptilian. And when he offered this in the trade, I just about dropped off the chair because I've been wanting one of these for a very long time. And so this is probably my most carried at the moment. I do really love to carry the rest of these. I don't probably carry these very much, but they're just awesome. I've been carrying the Delica recently, and I don't carry the Leak a whole lot here recently, but I do like it. But these are just all really great knives. And as far as a modern, there are so many moderns available now with really great steel. You can pay $30, $40 for a modern knife to use for EDC, and you'll have a decent knife. You won't have any problem finding one. There are lots of options today, and these are just the ones that I like, my favorites for my collection. I do have others that I do enjoy, but these are kind of the ones that are my favorites recently. So, David, I hope that answers your question. Gosh, 17 minutes. I need to get this wrapped up here. So thank you, David, for asking me that. And other channels, if you want to show us your favorite moderns, I think that'd be awesome. And with that, thank you all for watching.